G'day guys and girls, my name's Jamie Graham. Welcome to another Landscape Contractor Magazine test drive, and we've actually got a lovely looking orange machine here from OzDiggers, and we've got Sean down here to have a chat with us. How are you, bud?
Good, thank you.
Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. And look, to put this bad boy through its paces, we got Tomo from Impact Pools and Landscapes. How are you, lads?
Good, mate. Good.
Awesome, awesome. So Sean, look, let's start with some of the specs on this bad boy and tell everyone a little bit about exactly what you brought down in terms of the model number and whatnot.
OzDigger OD 130T diesel.
Beautiful, mate. Yep. Beautiful. And in terms of horsepower or engine in there, what's going on?
It's got a 30 horsepower Perkins diesel in it.
Perkins.
Yep.
Very nice, mate.
Yep.
Very nice. And it looks like there's some cool things happening down there with the tracks and whatnot. What do you want to share about that?
So it's running a 230mm track with all carbon fibre bushes.
Very flash.
Yeah.
Very flash, very flash. So in terms of hydraulics and pump and whatnot, what's on board?
It's got a 2-stage hydraulic pump, so it runs the tracks and it's capable of running the auxiliaries as well.
Perfect. So, and you've actually been operating this machine yourself for a little bit. So what's your feedback as an operator, mate? What have you loved about it?
It's nice, smooth.
Yep.
Seems to have plenty of power.
Yep.
So to do all the jobs that we need it to do.
All right, well, we've got Tomo here with us today to give it a bit of a wrap around here, so why don't we fire it up and we'll let him have a go and he can come back and have a chat and tell us all about it.
Cool. Okay,
let's do it. Tomo, you've just put the beast through its paces, mate. It was the orange flash around the side. How did it feel for you?
Mate, look, very responsive, which I was very surprised with that single joystick.
Yep.
A lot of the other sort of brands have got the 2 toggles and that kind of thing. You're constantly trying to think what to use, what you're doing.
Yep.
With this, you got a nice grip on the right hand with the buckets and the arms up and down.
Yeah, cool.
And all your steering and all that's all on the left-hand joystick, which it was very seamless and I enjoyed it.
Awesome, mate. And I definitely noticed when you stepped onto the platform there, mate, there was a heap of spring in there, which is going to do fantastic things for your suspension and your knees when you're working away.
Yeah, mate, my dodgy old knees and ankles. Mate, very impressed with the platform. Big springs on there too, so that's something that it's going to last for years. It's all steel and nice wrought iron there, so powder coated, very good.
So what were some of the other features that jumped out at you, mate?
Jamie, look, I think as Sean touched on before, it's got the dual hydraulics in it, so when you're going into those loads, picking up those logs, your drivetrain's got all that power and then obviously your bucket and all that for lifting, and that has as well. So you're not sort of slagging in that department, which I thought was great.
Yeah, perfect, buddy, perfect. So Heath, tracks and stability, mate, they look like they're a nice width there. Anything in that department you wanted to mention?
I think Sean mentioned on it before, mate. Yeah, the actual rollers and all that are all carbon fibre, so you're not getting that clunk and most posi tracks and things like that have got that bit of a clunk and the noise barrier. So for me, running up and down the side of houses and things with pools and that kind of thing, I think that's great. Obviously with the wear and tear as well. So that's a key feature.
And I guess your commercial jobs, moving materials, your blue metals and your sand and whatnot, this thing's going to rip in.
Yeah, well, they're not going to get stuck in those conventional sort of rollers and all that kind of thing. They're quite open, which will throw all that material out.
Yeah. Awesome, good stuff, thanks Heath.
No worries, mate.
So Sean, it looks like the machine's got a nice little tick of approval from Heath there, mate. It was nimble on the ground and had plenty of juice.
Yeah, great. Looked good.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? I like the orange colour, mate. It's schemed up well. So look, any last features that you want to touch on before we look to wrap things up?
Being priced well in the market, so it's affordable for a lot of contractors.
Yep.
And Digger can supply a great range of product for the attachments.
Excellent. That compatibility is always awesome.
It will be good.
Yep. And the engine, mate, look, it had plenty of hydraulic power too in there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it went well.
Excellent, mate. Excellent. Yeah. Some of those logs that Heath was ripping into there was a pretty girthy side, mate.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
Anything last you want to wrap in from an operator's perspective?
Look, I'm just standing here and noticed, your serviceability. These hatches all come straight up, so everything's just sitting there, mate. I can see all the hydraulics and the exhaust and the whole bit, the battery, the whole bit. So it's pretty easy to get to for the maintenance guys too.
Awesome, good stuff. All right, guys. Well, look, Sean, thanks so much for bringing the machine down. Great to meet you. Heath, thanks again for being our operator to the stars. And for everybody at home, thanks so much for tuning in for another Landscape Contractor Magazine test drive. Make sure you take really good care of each other out there. Stay safe on site, and we'll catch you really soon.